This one is about self-love, and specifically self-love in motherhood. We can literally just sit and be and think about ourselves for 3 days. Like, what do we need? What do we want? What ignites our fire? What makes us feel joyful and full of love? And, how do we want to show up in the world? And what do we need from our environment and our people and our community to feel fulfilled?
I'm big into belonging. And belonging is rooted in storytelling, which I say all the time. So being in a community of other moms, you feel seen. Even if your experiences aren't identical, it's the fact that we are all going through some version of each other's day to day. So just feeling a sense of belonging, being with other moms who can empathize in that moment. And that is building that sense of community and that sense of belonging. So if you guys are open and available and you're ready to unwind and to be pampered on and loved on and to also be there as we record a live episode for our podcast, then please join us September 27th through 29th in Castro Valley, California. It's a small, intimate group. So we'd love to have you.
Hi, I'm Peavy.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and welcome to Blank is a Mother podcast. We've been best friends since college, and we're using a comparative lens to share how we're coming into our power after 40.
We aren't supposed to compare, right? Well, we all know that's not realistic.
We started this podcast when our boys were toddlers. They are growing fast, and we've been growing too.
The first few years of motherhood shook our lives and friendship like no other experience has. And by comparing and contrasting our evolution up to that point in our lives and beyond, we have discovered the strongest threads of sisterhood yet.
Listen, we don't have all the answers. We sure have made some missteps.
Follow along as we do our best to nurture our friendship and build an inclusive community while making 1,000 tiny mama decisions in an unfair world. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Blank is a Mother podcast.
I totally got nothing. I got nothing.
It's the end of summer. I mean, it's not the end of summer yet, but I can see it so clearly in just a couple weeks. It is right there. How's your summer been?
It's funny that you ask in that moment because earlier today I saw something on Instagram where this mother's like, someone asked me how my summer went. And I said, besides, my boobs sweating all the time and trying to chase kids and trying to figure out what to do. Anyway, I'm not doing it justice, but the way that you just asked me reminded me of that meme. I have to send it to you. Our summer has been good.
Eventful?
Eventful is the good word. It's been good. Yeah, especially since all of my surgeries are done now officially. Whoop, whoop. Then it's like really getting back into the groove has been great. But summer's been fine. LJ's been in camp. He's in jiu-jitsu camp, which is really cute, actually. But summer's been good. He spent some time up north with the Beals. So all is well. John and I are still rocking. What about you?
Our summer has been pretty good. I feel like it just went so fast. We spent 2 weeks on the East Coast in June, and then we were away for a week over July 4th. I feel like we're just hitting our stride of summer, and now it's going to end in a couple of weeks. So...
yeah, hard gulp over here too, because
Yeah.
LJ's new school starts August 12th. And before it was, I think, right before or right after Labor Day. So we're like, holy smokes.
Yep, same here. So we're like gearing up for a big transition into what kindergarten's going to look like. And we chatted with Ms. Fitz about the kindergarten readiness, which was super helpful. But
Heck yeah.
I think what else we're focusing on now is just like the transition to our schedule change and how we're going to figure out after school care. And it's just a lot.
But with that comes a reminder of the importance of us taking care of ourselves too. Because before we know it, if you're anything like me, which I already know you are, because we've known each other for 73 years, that once school starts, then it's like back into the swing of things with the kid. It's like, okay, we can't lose sight of ourselves in all of this because what does my mom always say? And we've talked about it. On the airplane, put your mask on first before you can take care of the people that are sitting next to you.
Yeah, no, it's true. And like as great as summer has been in a lot of ways, it's also been really heavy. I know that both of us, like you had your last reconstruction surgery and there's just been some illnesses and lost a close colleague of mine. Yeah. So I think there's just been a lot of worrying about everybody else. You just kind of alluded to that, but making sure everybody's set up for their summer schedule and they have their activities and they have their million lunches every day and freaking snacks. I don't remember ever being given a snack as a kid. Do you?
Heck yeah, but maybe because I'm greedy. I remember my snacks. They were cheese puffs and Coca-Cola I sounded like an old lady, and my Coca-Cola, baby. But the cheese puffs and the, and the Coca-Cola.
Okay. Maybe it was just like a fend for yourself. I just don't remember this extreme focus on having a freaking water bottle and snacks every 2 seconds. Like it was like find a water fountain or a hose.
That's true.
Hydrate yourself. And then if you're hungry, go scavenge. Like go find your something in the pantry. It wasn't like, here is a curated snack for you. It's got all of the healthy food groups and here's your ice water. Anyway, I digress.
Somebody needs a hug. It's so funny that you say that though, Pete, because I tell my mom this all the time. I'm like, man, Ma, I totally took for granted all the stuff that you were doing. Because now as a mom, I'm like, to your point though, it's like, okay, where's his water bottle? What snack does he have today? Well, does he have a fruit? Does he have a vegetable? I can't just put potato chips and raisins in every day. So yeah, it's a whole thing, man. But that is funny. I do remember my snacks though, but I'm greedy. So
Yeah.
that could be part of it.
I definitely ate a lot, but I don't remember it being so like spoon fed to us every day. And you're probably right. I probably just don't have memories of being 5 and being given all these snacks and beverages. But when I do have memories from when I'm older, it was fun for yourself. And, that's good. That's, independence. So I'm not hating on that at all. I'm more hating on right now, like having to worry about all this shit every day.
That you're the one doing it. Yeah, I didn't hate it when I was eating my cheese balls and my cheese puffs, but I'm hating on it now because I realize I can't give him cheese balls every day.
Right. We started to get Everett assessed, which we have been talking about since our Dr. Hammond episode with labeling kids as a mother. And so that'd been something we had been waiting on for like a year. And we're happy that process had started before school starts in case he needs like a 504 plan or whatever. So all good, but still just like a little heavy and intense. And again, like the theme is looking outward, always taking care of other people, taking care of the house, taking care of the car maintenance and all those other things that Stephanie told us we should use AI to help us out for.
Yeah, man.
Which I have started doing. She would be very proud of me. There's a few things like meal planning, which is one of her recommendations.
Have you been doing that?
I have. And it does help.
That's awesome. I've been using ChatGPT to reword some things for my social media. I'll take it and I'll plop it in there and ask them to spit me back something more concise. But I haven't used it for home stuff yet. Stephanie, cover your ears.
No, she'd be happy. She'd be like, yes, you just got to get it started. And then it's just like a domino effect. You'll start using it that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
But the theme here is that we need to focus on ourselves. And so we've been really, really excited to partner with Calm Mama Wellness Retreats. And you've heard us kind of pushing it on our social media here and there and mentioning it in some episodes, but we really want to encourage our listeners to join us. There's only 10 spots, so it's a very small, intimate retreat specifically for moms that are in that space that we just talked through and lots more. Like I know we're all dealing with so much at any given time. Grief, elderly parents, illness, and all the things. Lots of stuff we aren't even bringing up. But this retreat is so awesome because these 2 ladies who put it on are so thoughtful and intentional about how they curate these retreats. And they're all different. And this one that's coming up at the end of September, it's September 27th through the 29th. It's in Castro Valley, California. So all of our California listeners, very close to you. This one is about self-love and specifically self-love and motherhood. And this could not come at a better time for me. I've been feeling really kind of beaten down about a lot of things, but specifically like how I am showing up as a mom lately. And I just feel like I'm turning into a hard ass. So I feel like I could use a little
self-love,
supportive community. Yeah. And just like reassuring myself that I am doing the best I can. I'm showing up every day and I need to take care of myself too.
Absolutely. Well, like I think the part of the retreat that resonates with me is about the intentional self-care and nurturing our feminine energy. I acknowledge a lot that I have a lot of masculine energy, and not talking about I'm walking around with my biceps popping all the time, but masculine energy in the sense of like it's hard for me to let go. I always feel like I have to have some sort of control. And I think a lot of that feminine energy is allowing yourself to surrender and to say, I don't need to do everything. You can chill out, back up, relax, and allow others to guide you. One thing that I'm working on is allowing more of my feminine energy to come into my day to day. I know that there's a focus on that during this retreat as well. And quite honestly, in addition to all that, the feminine energy and the self care, I really want to sleep in my bed uninterrupted. If I'm just being real, I want to sleep in my bed uninterrupted. If that means that I have a glass of wine in my hand, let's do it. If that means that I'm out in the grass, touching grass, and, I don't like bugs like that, but, being out in nature and meditating. And I think some of those things they bring into this retreat. So yeah, if I'm just keeping it real, yes, I'm looking forward to leaning into my feminine energy. And I'm also looking forward to resting and being intentional about resting and sharing that experience with other moms who can empathize with what it feels like to maybe not have a full night's rest.
Yeah. Regardless of what your kids' ages are, I know that the moms of kids who are older, they have a lot of worries that keep them up at night, or maybe it's perimenopause symptoms or, whatever it is that is disrupting sleep. I am right there with you. Sleep is so important for your physical and mental health, and that will be so lovely to get
I'm keeping it real.
Solid nights of sleep. Yeah, you brought up the intentional self-care, and I know that's woven through the whole weekend. So not only do we get, all the food and drink included, which is going to be amazing. We're going back to being a 5-year-old where someone's curating all of the snacks and the
Heck yeah.
bottles for us. No, but like that'll be wonderful. But also like guiding us through like a sound bath and journaling and a vision boarding and just all of these things where we can literally just sit and be and think about ourselves for 3 days. Like, what do we need? What do we want? What ignites our fire? What makes us feel joyful and full of love? And how do we want to show up in the world? And what do we need from our environment and our people and our community to feel fulfilled? And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to all that.
Me too. You've heard me say this a million times, but I'm big into belonging, and belonging is rooted in storytelling, which I say all the time. So being in a community of other moms, you feel seen. Even if your experiences aren't identical, it's the fact that we are all going through some version of each other's day to day. So just feeling a sense of belonging, being with other moms who can empathize in that moment. And that is building that sense of community and that sense of belonging. And y'all know, if you don't know, I love a good vision board. So I'm looking forward to putting that together as well.
Yeah.
So if you guys are open and available and you're ready to unwind and to be pampered on and loved on, and to also, drum roll, be there as we record a live episode for our podcast, then please join us September 27th through 29th in Castro Valley, California. You do not need to be a Californian to join us, of course. We have people, I'm coming in from Florida. Peeve's already in Cali. We have a girlfriend coming in from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. People coming from different parts of California. So you do not need to be a Californian, but if you want to get loved on, reserve your spot ASAP, because as Peavy said, it's a small, intimate group. So we'd love to have you.
I think there's only a few spots left. So that's why we're coming on here to remind everyone that it's happening. And if you do want to be there with us, put in your deposit just so you lock in your spot. And then we'll know everyone who's coming and we can start getting real hype about it. I'm already excited.
I am too. Can you tell me about the promo code?
Yes. So because we've been partnering with Calm Mama Wellness Retreats for this, and they're putting it on, we actually approached them and said, hey, we think our listening community would really love this. And we want to try to get as many of our community members there as possible in person. So we do what we do, every few weeks over a 1-hour podcast together in the same room, in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Amy and Marcella are who put this on, and they are offering our listening community a really great and generous discount of $499 off of the total cost. So all you have to do is use is a mother when you check out for the discount coupon code. And yeah, that's the promo. Really, really generous.
And we'll drop all of this in our show notes. Follow us on Instagram at Blank is a Mother Podcast. But follow us on Instagram. We'll be posting about it, but there's information about the retreat already up there that you can look at and see some pictures that they put together from previous retreats. And come join us live, man. We'd love to just be in community together, live and in the flesh, instead of through the mic for a change.
Last note about this retreat in particular is we researched a lot of mama retreats for this particular event. And the reason, or well, one of the many reasons that we were really drawn to the Calm Mama retreats are that they're so approachable. They're so down to earth. It's just come as you are. It's not about getting the Instagram photo. It's not about any of that. You know, it's just about the people and getting it done. However, I think one of the cool benefits is the photo shoot that they offer to everyone. So there's like little add-ons you can do if you want to get massages or, you know, some of those other pampering things, but also you can get headshots taken, which is such a cool, unique opportunity. And I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I can't remember even the last time anyone has ever taken a photo of me. I feel like I'm always taking a photo of my husband and my kid and him at school and him doing this activity and that activity. I'm like, hello, over here. I exist too. Anyone?
Oh, that is funny. And that has been what I keep hearing. Like, hey, make sure, and you may have mentioned this before, make sure that you are also capturing yourself in these pictures, because as time goes on and you look back and reminisce, it's like you were always the photographer and you're not always in the picture. So my problem is when I see myself in the picture, I'm like, is that what I look like in person? Oh, Lord. Okay. I need to put a little bit more underbag cream on. Okay. Good to know. But yes, take those pictures.
You are beautiful. And yeah, I take a bunch of selfies, but it's just not the same.
For sure.
The selfies are great and all, but I would love just to have someone else take a really nice photo of me for professional purposes, personal purposes, whatever. But I think that's a really cool offering that they have.
For sure. Come join us, y'all. It'll be awesome.
It's going to be great. And we really are looking forward to it and can't wait to see any of you who can be there. Is a mother. Use that promo code.
That's right.
Follow us on Instagram, all the podcasting platform, the streaming platforms. We are on YouTube now. We have a podcasting YouTube channel, so that's exciting. Woo-woo. We'll start curating that. I don't know exactly what that entails. Maybe putting on some videos or something, but all of our audio is up, just like any other streaming platform. That's it for today.
Yeah. We look forward to seeing you all. And listen, we know the spots are limited, so please hurry up and get in there. Like Peev said, put your deposit down. If for whatever reason you aren't able to make this one, you will be able to hear the episode that we recorded live on our platform. And this just means that we'll have to do it again so that you can be there for the next one. But go ahead and try to get yourself in there for this one. We'd really love to see you. September 27th through 29th, Castro Valley, California. We'll see y'all there, hopefully.
Can't wait, Jay. It'll be the first time you and I see each other in a hot minute, too.
Right? Since you came right after my mastectomies. So, yeah, that was October, I think you came. So, almost a full year. Yeah. Wow. Looking forward to it. Love you.
Can't wait. Love you, too. Everybody, go call your best friends, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of September.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you so much for listening and being part of our conversation and our inner circle.
Follow us on Instagram, _It's a Mother Podcast. And we look forward to you and your best friends joining us next episode.
Leave a rating on this podcast app. It really helps us get our conversations to more friends out there, more friendship circles, and more women and more mothers. And that's what we're here for, to broaden the conversation, to bring everybody into the circle.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
Go call your best friend.